whether it's Twitter or Tumblr or Pinterest or Instagram or Facebook, is bottom line results, right? If you're an NGO, getting donations. If you're an author, selling books. If you're an artist, selling concerts and music. It's all the same game, but how you tactically do it and how you reach the most people you can and how you reach people that actually care and make them convert, that's the full game. And it starts by respecting the nuances of the platform, the context. And that's what we're talking about here. And so in a Twitter world, how do you produce enough compelling content that actually forces people to retweet your product so they're telling people about you? And this infrastructure of word of mouth that Twitter is and brings awareness and opportunity and business results. One last time for the project, the jabs, follow the lexicon, the hashtags, right hook, same thing. Don't forget to put a call to action. Be smart and strategic about your call to action and make sure you're linking it to the right piece. So I want to thank you so much for taking my course, my class. It was a lot of fun to have you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Very honestly, I hope you watch it a couple times because I know I speak fast. And really, I want to wrap this up in a nice bow. Here's the bottom line. If you are unable to understand the nuances of the platforms we covered, what makes them different, what an animated GIF is, what time to post on Facebook, what a hashtag means on Instagram versus a hashtag on Twitter, how to follow the lexicon, how to engage on Twitter, how to make something that links directly to a product on Pinterest, how not to be Smirnoff. If you don't understand those things, you are not going to be successful in the new world. If you do not know how to storytell, you will not win. If you didn't know how to tell a good story back in the day when we sat around campfires and you stayed mute, you didn't win the respect. You didn't get to tell that story. That is now happening on a digital world, on social networks, in mobile devices, and across all sorts of digital platforms. I highly recommend you figure that out, and I highly recommend you understand the nuances as they change and evolve from the moment I made this video, and as new ones like Snapchat, like Vine, if Google Plus ever gets its act together, like LinkedIn, and whatever else, some smart kid, some gal right now, some 14-year-old girl living in Columbus, Ohio, has an idea right now, and she's gonna make it. And in 5 years, all of us are gonna try to figure out how to storytell there because 300 million Americans are gonna be on it, and we have to know how to tell a story that's not intrusive, that isn't cropped like crap, that isn't not cool, that isn't bringing value, and that is the challenge, my friends. We live in a very different society where we have to really become native and bring value and storytell in a different way, not one that's predicated on stopping somebody, like who's listening to a radio show and they stop it, and then we cram our message for 3 minutes, or watching a TV show and we cram our 30-second spot on them, or reading the paper and then all of a sudden there's a full-page ad. Disruptive storytelling is coming to an end. And native, integrated, smart, and culturally relevant content storytelling on these platforms is emerging. And marketers will ruin this one day too. And we'll storytell on glasses, and we'll storytell on the moon, and we'll do all sorts of things. But for now, and for at least the next half decade, this stuff really matters. And I implore you to take this course very seriously if you want to have anything result in the kind of things that matter to businesses and organizations. Thanks for having me. Hit me up on facebook.com/Gary and say thanks. Twitter.com/Gary VEE. Don't ask, silent vowels. Ridiculously terrible branding move. And I wish you well.